All right, hey everybody. Welcome to Nosy Joe's second year covering the McPherson car show, C.A.R.S car show here in McPherson, Kansas. A lot of things here. I'm going to start out looking at the motorcycles since I think most of my more recent followers are interested in that. But we'll take a look at everything. C.R. 250. 1994 model. Harley Softail Deluxe 05. 06 Iron 883. You got a little Hadaka Super Rat 1969. Little Yamaha Trials 250, a Trials 80. 2012 Harley Wide Glide. I like the pinstriping on that, that's cool. And you got a little Suzuki here. Little Grom that's pretty modified. I saw this last night. It's got some type of an air shock in the back of it so he can raise and lower it. Pretty cool. Got a pretty radical trike here with 383, a couple turbos, that ought to be enough. Got a little Honda, I'm not sure, 750 or what. Well, here it says.
Kind of like this. It's not this.
Yes, a CD 750K. Good guess on my part.
I don't know what this is.
Yamaha XS.
I think that was the fastest production bike in its day. These were the fastest bike you could buy.
Was that 1100?
Yeah, I had the straight 1100. And
you're talking about that, not this.
Yeah,
right?
this. Exactly. Yeah. This is a special. I had just a standard XS.
I think I might have.
Small cafe fairing, and it had a rectangular headlight instead of a round headlight, and then a 4-into-1 Kircher. And I used to cruise the Colorado mountains about 100, 110 miles an hour,
wow.
straight up, boom. You could not lug that bike down.
My dad had a KZ 900.
That'll work too. Chain drive.
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, they're all good. These are shaft drive. They're like Cadillacs.
Yeah, nice.
Oh my God. What a memory that brings back.
Very cool.
Yeah, they are.
All right, so there's some of the bikes. Now we can get into the 50s cars. Nice T-Bird. Nice 57 with the big block. Matador Red. Another Matador Red 57, this one with the LS engine. Little Comet Wagon, Mercury, straight 6. Another T-Bird, 56 4-door sedan. Bel Air model. I like the two-tone green. Oh my gosh, look at this green 57. That's pretty nice. I think I know the owner of that. Then we got a fuel-injected 61 Corvette.
I'll have him welded also.
He's calling it preservation, so maybe original paint. If so, that's really nice.
I haven't even crawled underneath there.
Rochester mechanical fuel injection. Got old Chevy here with the stove bolt. 52. Then we got a Lincoln Premier. Is that a version of a Continental? I don't know. I'm not familiar with those. And we got an Olds 88 with a Rocket engine. Rocket V8. You guys can see that or not. There you go.
Yeah, well, that helped me stop here.
And we got a 63 Impala SS. Got later model heads on it. A little small block with it's like some fuel injection system. And then a 55 4-door wagon. really like that. Plain Jane. Really cool interior. Pretty much factory, from what I can tell. All right, let's check out the Auburn Cores and Duesenbergs. There's a pair of Auburns here. And I'm not knowledgeable enough to call out these models. Definitely brass era open cars. 1910 it says, Auburn R. Part of the Auburn Core Duesenberg Club. It's where I judge in September, Labor Day, every year. But the models I judge are these quartz. So here's a 37, 812. Really sharp looking car. I saw it coming in last night out of Oklahoma. And then I think there's just one Duesenberg here, but that's pretty cool for any show to have a doozy. And this was out at the cruise-in last night, so he drives it. 35 Model J convertible. To me, there's really only one other car here that competes with this, and we'll look at it next. So this is the car that caught my eye last night. It was parked next to the Duesenberg. It's a Cadillac V16, 1930, Series 452. I'm reading that off the placard. I don't know these well, but this would have been probably good competition for a Duesenberg in terms of the same types of customers. A V16 car. It even tells you right there on the hubcap. Got a couple spare tires. But this thing is super sharp. I wish you could see the engine a little bit better. Those are probably my two favorite cars of the show right there, which there's a lot of cool stuff here, but as far as my taste, Duesenberg Model J, Cadillac V16, nice little Cord over there. All right, let's look at the GM concept cars that they supplied for the show. Okay, the first one that they supplied was this Blazer. So Blazer SS, and it's an electric vehicle.
Yeah,
so it's an
brand new.
EV.
They want it to stay looking nice so people buy them. It's a big model.
Got a cool red interior. On it a 2024 model year. 0 to 60 in less than 4 seconds. Next we have the LeSabre, 1951. Now, they don't call this out as a Buick. I mean, that later became a Buick model. Got the McPherson Jazz Band playing in the background. So then next we have this 69 Chevrolet Astro 3. These are all from the GM Heritage Collection.
concept car. Yeah, this is actually turbine.
It's got an engine that was used to power military and civilian helicopters at the time.
Nice to meet you.
It was shown at the first time at the Chicago Auto Show in March of '69. Alright, the Corvette Club had special parking here today, so first one here is a 59. I really like these dual headlight cars. So that probably would have been a 283, 230 horse. 327 hadn't come out yet. Then we have a 60. That also would have been a 283 car, but he's got a stroker motor in it with Vortex style heads. You can tell by the valve covers, so he's modernized that a little bit. And you got a 63 split window, which is probably one of the more sought after Vets. So it's 377 fuel injection. 4-speed. I think this is a 65 if I recall. Let's see if I'm right. No, 66. Okay. That's close. And then you get into the C3s with the chrome bumpers, which I like. And then C4s. And then C5s. And then I get kind of sketchy after that on what's what. So I don't know if these are C6s or 7s. I do like that blue. Look at that. I got Mustang Mach 1 blue on a new Corvette. I hope there's no Corvette guys that follow me. They're going to be mad. That's about it for the Vets. Let's go look at some adventure bikes. So I don't even know if this is part of the show, but it caught my eye. A little bit older BMW GS 1200. Don't know the year. Just know it was after the 1100 and 1150s, but before the 1250s. Really good old bikes. There's a Ruckus. This next one here really caught my eye or ear when it was coming in. So it's an old 55 F250. Step side. Which maybe they all were. But what caught my ear about it coming in is I was like, that sounds like a diesel. And I was right. It's got a 1992 Cummins 5.9. I mean, he did a really clean install on that. Look at that. Looks like it came that way. So, inline 6 turbo diesel. And an old 55 Ford truck. I mean, that's hard to beat right there. I wouldn't mind having that. Look at this, guys. Little Toyota-based camper.
Oh, you want me to show you it? Is it like in
The
No.
20R. It's a 2-liter carbed.
I love it.
1976, it says. Manual trans. Look at that carpet. It's groovy.
What I've seen as well is,
Is it
but that's nerve-wracking. That was some people like Subaru.
Look inside.
right now?
It's cool though.
What is this? I didn't even see.
The Datsun, wasn't it?
No, it's the 76 Toyota.
And then a super nice Land Cruiser here.
I just saw you. I had awesome.
FJ.
Yeah.
Hell of a winch on there. Then we got the little Corvair step van pickup.
I know for sure his wife actually.
That would be super handy for your dirt bikes.
When they got back, so they were sanatorium for like a month. So every weekend he would drive, 100 miles there, 100 miles
Well, I
back.
think that looks like the turbo version of the Corvair engine.
It's not the prettiest thing here by far, but
Cool.
really rich and extensive history, especially on rock campus.
I really like it.
I have no idea what it is, but I like it.
And sold to this pair after stock in Texas. And they shipped something to this guy that I bought it from, and then he put his boat.
All right, last year I covered the tractors, and I want to do the same this year. Got a C.A.R.S. twin power. 1938. Super slick. And then we have a Minneapolis Moline here,
Oh,
1930.
No, those. On the shop here working.
So, those of you who know your tractor history better than me, I suppose Massey Harris later became Massey Ferguson. Minneapolis Moline. I think these are the kind of what they modeled the cows after in the Cars movies. Enclosed cab, that would have been nice. Might have been hot in there. A little jump seat. And Philco radio. And 3 different vacuum motors for vacuum wipers. Pretty cool. I think it'd be a little hot though. All right, some more random adventure bikes. BMW F800 and a KTM 790. If I didn't get my 57 back together, I was going to bring the my Harley Pan America. I guess it would have fit in nicely here on the outskirts of the show. So one of the highlights of the show, I think, and I'm not even a big European car guy, but is this European car section. And I'm not going to be able to call them out, but there's a lot of variety here and some really good turnout as far as Porsches go. And the highlight of the cruise-in last night was this F40. And I'm not the guy to ask about it. It says it's a 92 model. But everybody was checking this out last night. And if I believe my son's buddies, though, this is just as a alluring car. This Porsche 959. I'm kind of a little bit more partial to it myself. I wouldn't mind owning a Porsche someday. There's a placard for it. It's an 88 Porsche 959 Comfort. And I think maybe this is like a gray market car. I don't know if this was something you could buy in the US at the time. So that makes it even more rare here in the States. But again, lots of cool Porsches. Porsches are on my short list for, I guess, exotic vehicles that I wouldn't mind owning. I don't know if I ever will. But, you know, they're really, you know, for what they are, they're very dependable cars. Not so difficult to own and maintain as some of the Italian cars.
I need the little ones.
Pantera.
Well, I think those are nice.
And then here's back on the Ferraris, here's a Testarossa, which to me is a lot better looking car than that F40, but what do I know? Wide body Porsche. 1987. 911. And I think that's cool. Let's not skip over the Datsuns though. I kind of like anything with a straight six. Look at the header on that thing. Pretty cool. Another Land Cruiser. And this is a Renault. I only know that because I saw it earlier. Alpine, 1986. It's a French car. Maybe the only French car here. Pretty good turnout for Mercedes and BMW. And then let's take a look at this 4Runner over here, because I don't think it's just your typical 4Runner. It says Hilux Surf on the back.
Adorable. He's like, I love you.
And it's right-hand drive. And it's diesel. So that is something that's been imported. Yeah, so you Toyota guys, you probably know. Hilux Surf diesel. But on the outside, it just looks like a early 2000s 4Runner.
We walked from our house.
Very cool.
We get a couple blocks closer if we drove. So.
Now here's, I think, should be like the extent of Corvettes at a car show. So this is a 1990 ZR1 with the special engine, the 4-cam 32 valve tune port engine. Now this one, I think maybe in 91, they got the wider wheels. Something doesn't look right there to me, but to me these are the last year of somewhat rare and collectible vets that I'd be interested in. Okay, I realized I didn't give the Mustangs much love here, so here's a fastback that looks like it was a race car one time, or maybe still is. I've always liked the Golf color scheme. Very cool. Little Cobra here. I'm going to assume replica, but I don't know that. ERA, yeah, that's a very, ERAs are very accurate recreation. It's even got the electrics on the firewall there. An old GT350 Shelby. And then here's another one that we saw last night that actually has a supercharger on it. Very cool. And then I wanted to point out this Galaxy 500 with the camera. Definitely don't see those every day. It says it's a 65 factory M code car. Very nice. All right, we're getting a secret shop tour here at McPherson where the automotive students get to work. This is their machine shop area. These are the little pedal cars that the kids who are doing the paint class, the basic paint class, get to do. And they sell them. There's a vet that's getting ready to go in the paint booth here. This is the little paint booth. This is a big paint booth. This is kind of the main shop area where there's a lot of cars. Again, this is all part of the automotive restoration program at McPherson, which is really why we're here. That's the kids that are in that program are in the C.A.R.S club, and they host the car show. Hot rods over there. This is their little engine building class. Bunch of small block Chevys, plus if a student wants to rebuild something else, they show them. They got these engine run stands. They learn all the getting to be lost art of working on old vehicles.
No, it's not here. There's no there.
A BMW Isetta. A whole collection of transmissions and differentials, so we can learn how to rebuild them. That one looks like a Chevy to me. Teach the kids to be organized with their tools. This is where they do their interior work.
In the center.
How you doing?
I saw this one and I thought,
No.
you can't tell the different boots now.
Hi.
Luke? Getting to be very few people that know how to do this kind of work anymore. And then one of the last things I wanted to point out here is if you watch my video from last year, I showed you this Mercedes that the kids had planned to take to Pebble Beach. Well, an update on that, they've making a lot of progress here and made their application to be accepted as a Pebble Beach participant. And they were just accepted here in the last couple weeks. So this car will be going to Pebble Beach, and it's been completely built by students here in the A.R. program at McPherson. So congratulations to them. It's quite an accomplishment. I've never even been out there. I might consider making the trip out just to see how they do. I have a feeling it's going to do very well. I mean, that thing is straight. So watch out, Pebble Beach, guys. Got some real competition coming. Pretty cool just seeing what kind of parts are on the shelf. 47 Indian, 32 Packard, 71 Corvette, 61 Ranchero. This is how you stay organized and know how to put it back together. 1912 Ford, Model T, 50 Mercury. Very cool stuff. All right, I think that about wraps it up for this year. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys aren't familiar with it, it's a growing show. I think there was around 250 last year, and there's expected to be over 400 this year, which isn't bad for a 90-degree day. It's always the first Saturday in May. So make your schedules for next year. Come out to McPherson, Kansas, which is about an hour north of Wichita, and check out what the automotive restoration students are doing. And it's really a hell of a show. It's to me, a somewhat upscale show compared to the average show, with just all the different marks and the support from GM when they do their, I just loan a couple cars for the show like we saw. So not your average show, some super high dollar stuff, a lot of variety, something for everyone. So recommend you guys try to make it. See ya.